Profound. Angel Reese is the most unskilled basketball player in the history of basketball, in my opinion.
Some of the worst layup attempts ever seen in the pros. That's not just criticism from fans, that's coming from actual basketball analysts after watching her play this season. And honestly, it's not just about her weak shooting range. The issues go deeper, and they're becoming harder to ignore.
She has no skills. She has energy, she has an attitude, she'll rebound you the basketball. Great. Nothing else.
While Caitlin Clark is drawing comparisons to Tiger Woods for the way she's changing her sport and drawing massive audiences, Angel Reese is FaceTiming into her team's championship celebration after not even playing in the last 2 games. The difference between the two couldn't be more obvious, and it says a lot about where women's basketball is headed next.
There, look at this. Caitlin Clark gets 15,591 fans in attendance, 105% increase compared to the average game is 76.45. And to Angel Reese, it's only 10,000 people.
Have you ever seen a pro basketball player consistently miss basic layups? Angel Reese might be the first in WNBA history to make this fundamental skill look like a major flaw. It's hard to believe we're talking about a professional athlete, someone getting paid to compete at the highest level, who's still struggling with something most players have down by middle school.
I think we went up really strong a lot of times and we didn't get a lot of calls. And going back and looking at the film, I've seen a lot of calls that weren't made.
Some basketball experts are now saying Angel Reese might be one of the least technically skilled players to ever reach the pro level. With each game, more questions are raised about how she made it this far without mastering the basics. Her fundamentals are so shaky that coaches around the league have started using her as a teaching tool, not for what to do, but for what not to do. Youth programs are showing her form as a contrast when teaching proper technique. Imagine being a pro athlete whose game is used as a warning sign instead of a model to follow.
Runs down court with the basketball, 3-4 steps ahead of everybody, has an easy layup, and throws it to the girl behind her.
Angel Reese's shooting problems go deeper than just missed layups. She often avoids taking shots she's not comfortable with. In one key Unrivaled league moment, she passed up a wide-open elbow jumper. Some might call that smart, but it also highlights a lack of confidence and skill growth. Her finishing around the rim ranks among the worst in WNBA history for players who get real playing time, pointing to a serious gap in fundamentals. And it's not just about scoring. Her shooting struggles let defenders sag off her, mess up the team's spacing, and slow down the offense. Even her rebounding, usually a bright spot, looks a lot less impressive once you factor in all the missed shots and the heavy minutes she plays. Add in weak ball handling, awkward shooting form, and limited court awareness, and you start to see a game that's far from complete. Reese has the physical gifts, size, length, and athleticism, but she's missing the refinement. She can improve, but it's going to take serious effort, coaching, and the willingness to grow. The issue isn't whether she has flaws, everyone does, it's whether she's ready to face them and put in the work to get better. Her story isn't finished yet, but how it unfolds depends on what she does next.
Selfish.
She don't want that smoke, Steve. She wants nothing to do with having to shoot the basketball. And I give her credit. It's self-aware.
That's right. Angel Reese's team just clinched the Unrivaled league title, and her fans are treating it like a major personal win. But if you take a closer look, the reality doesn't quite match the celebration.
Angel Reese is a champion in the Unrivaled 3-on-3 Gus Macker pickup basketball league founded this year by a couple of WNBA players.
Angel Reese's performance during the tournament wasn't just underwhelming. She didn't even play in the final games. Sure, her team won, but she wasn't a real factor in making it happen.
Reese, my queen! Oh, what an accomplishment. And it was such a big accomplishment. Everybody rushed out to congratulate Angel.
What does it really say about a player who doesn't even show up for their own championship celebration? When you're truly committed to the game, you show up for your team, especially during big moments. But Angel Reese was a no-show. For a title that could end up being the only one in her career, that absence speaks volumes.
But I want to tell you what a big deal this was and just how important this championship was to Angel Reese. Angel Reese didn't even attend the game. She was not in the building.
Remember when I said growth starts with showing up? Well, here's the proof. While Angel Reese's Unrivaled 3-on-3 team was celebrating their championship win, their so-called star player was missing in action. Instead of being there in person, sharing the moment with her teammates, Reese fast-timed into the celebration. The others held the trophy, stood together, and soaked in the glory. Reese, meanwhile, wasn't even there to claim a part of it. That's not what dedication looks like.
Angel Reese was so thrilled, she FaceTimed in during the press conference and celebration.
While being crowned a champion, Angel Reese decided to take time out of her busy schedule to FaceTime in and celebrate the victory. But there's more to the story. Reese didn't even play in the final 2 games of the tournament. Her teammates had to fight through critical elimination rounds without her, and one teammate even set off the record. "We felt abandoned when we needed her most." While her team was fighting for the win, Reese was busy with photo shoots and product promotions. Her coach later mentioned that her absence created a noticeable void at the worst possible time.
While being crowned a champion, she took time out of her crowded, busy schedule to FaceTime in to celebrate this remarkable achievement.
The Unrivaled 3-on-3 league itself deserves some scrutiny in this situation. Many basketball insiders consider it a second-tier competition with limited prestige. One source even described the league as a joke and a mistake, questioning its place in the professional basketball scene. Given this context, it's even more puzzling that Reese chose to prioritize it over other opportunities. She couldn't fully commit to a league that even serious basketball experts dismiss as minor.
Everybody rushed to social media and pretend like you actually watched Unrivaled, actually cared about Unrivaled. Let's go rush to social media and pretend that you care more about the Unrivaled League than Angel Reese does.
And she thought so highly of this championship that she decided, nah, I don't want to diminish the greatness of this win by actually attending the game and supporting my teammates.
And she thought so much of this championship that she was like, nah, I don't want to diminish the greatness of this championship by attending the game and rooting on my teammates.
This behavior shows a concerning pattern in Reese's approach to the game. Her absence didn't just harm her reputation, it disrupted the team's chemistry at a crucial time. While other players stay focused on growth and team success, Reese seems more invested in building her brand than in improving her skills. This shift in priorities creates real tension, especially when compared to someone like Caitlin Clark. Clark's work ethic and impact on the court speak for themselves, while others focus on social media hype. The transformation of the WNBA isn't just happening. It's being driven by a single player whose influence is measured in undeniable numbers. While some players work on their online presence, Caitlin Clark is reshaping the economics of professional women's basketball.
The average WNBA viewership, game, 7,300 in attendance, The average Angel Reese game is 10,100, 10,200 they come to watch her. You know what the average attendance is when Caitlin Clark plays home or the road?
What?
15,300.
Wow.
15,300.
Did you know that attendance increases by an astounding 105% when Caitlin Clark steps onto the court? That's not a typo. The average WNBA game draws 7,645 fans, but when Clark plays, that number soars to 15,300. This clearly shows the massive box office draw that comes with true, dedicated excellence.
Look at this. Caitlin Clark gets 15,591 fans in attendance, 105% increase compared to the average game is 7,645, and to Angel Reese, it's only 10,000 people.
Caitlin Clark's impact is similar to how Tiger Woods revolutionized golf, turning it from a niche sport into a global phenomenon. Basketball analysts often draw this parallel because, like Tiger, Clark brings in viewers who may have never watched the WNBA before. Her presence not only elevates the entire league, but also creates a Caitlin Clark effect that lifts all players in the process.
When Tiger Woods came up, I think the day he turned pro, Rob, I think it was a $40 million Nike contract the day Tiger turned pro. And in the years that followed, the purses in basketball, there it is, 5-year, $40 million deal as a young phenom. Nike knows how to do that.
The financial impact of Caitlin Clark's influence is significant. Nike's $28 million contract with her, roughly $3 million per year over 8 to 10 years, is a business move based on her ability to grow the game. This contract is a major milestone in women's basketball, highlighting the immense value Clark brings to the sport.